Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? This is going to be another my lyrics, my poetry video. Um, I think this is the fourth one I've done, and I don't recite the actual song or the poem in the video. What I do is I describe what it's about and talk about a few of the lines, and then I put everything in the description below. This is actually a shorter one, so it's easy reading. So if you are a writer, if you like poetry, if you like my work or curious about my work, leave a comment below and tell me what you think or whatever. And because I do like to banter, I'm very proud of my writing. I've written hundreds of pieces, so there's going to be a lot of these. They're not going to be as frequent as I would like, probably, because I get lazy when I come home after work. But anyway, I am planning to post a bunch of these in the future as I move along. Yeah, so this is a song called Mr. Slaveboy. I wrote this back in 1998. Basically, it's not a happy song per se. Um, it was in 1998. I was 23 years old and 52 now. But yeah, but I've been with Tracy ever since, long before that, and this was written at one night. I used to drink a lot, like I was a heavy drinker back then. I went through some issues, and you don't you didn't see that. No, I still do like to drink. I was never an alcoholic or anything like that. I never had was never gone that far into my drinking, but I was drinking a lot and lying about it. And actually, we had two phases like that. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but this was a song I wrote basically as an apology for something happened one night. I didn't do anything to her. I specific like to her. I lied. I drank a big magnum of wine and said I didn't, and she came out in the middle of the night, and I was just like, I was all just messed up, out of my mind. And I keep forgetting that my nephew's, who's 8 years old, watches my videos. So I really gotta kind of word things carefully. But anyway, yeah, I was completely out of my mind that night. I mean, not violently, just me being stupid. Oh no, I wasn't drinking. I can't talk in a sentence. I'm having a stroke, maybe. Like it was just nuts. But oh, she was furious with me for days, and but there was other issues moving up to that. Mostly involved me being stupid, drinking, and being in that. I mean, like I said, I was 23 years old, a lot younger, and it was we'd been together a few years at that point. But anyway, this I talk about sort of part about when we met, and then I'll talk about a little bit more at the end. Um, but how it starts off, like Mr. Slaveboy. The reason I called that is that years ago I had this band idea of what I was going to do, sort of a skinny puppy sounding early industrial sounding band from that time. And the name of the band was going to be Mr. Slaveboy, after Tracy Mistress, as in with well, like this here. Here's how I have it written here. Mistress with the apostrophe there, meaning basically Mistress's slave boy. I was her slave boy, and she was the mistress, like the goddess, the dominatrix, I guess you could say, in that sort of regard. But anyway, not that she's a dominatrix. I'm just saying, like, she was the boss, and I was her slave because I loved her that much. Well, I still do. You know, past tense, no, current tense. But anyway, how it starts off, I'll say the first few lines. The glimmer that sought me within blue tempting haze. I felt the attraction, redundance seemed pure that day. Now, what that means, that was the night we met. We were 18 years old. And the glimmer that sought me was just her aura. I just saw this beautiful woman within blue tempting haze. The blue, Tracy has the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen on another person, ever. And still to this day, she's still got these amazingly beautiful, beautiful blue eyes. So that was like within blue tempting glaze. Like it was just there. And I felt the attraction, and redundance seemed pure that day. So what that means is like you wouldn't know what to look at me now. I'm this old middle-aged guy with a belly, but I used to be a bit of a dog. I mean, I've been with a lot of chicks, had a lot of girlfriends back then, and it's just how it was. I mean, everybody ages. Eventually, you're gonna look like an old big troll like me. But but yeah, like so redundant seemed pure that day. What that means is that meeting women or girls over and over, like the same thing. I just met a girl and things happened. Met another girl, but I felt the attraction. The redundant seemed pure that day, meaning I was actually attracted to her. I actually really liked her. So everything I had gone through in the past, it seemed it was the routine, same routine. Hey, what's up? Blah blah blah. And there's more to the story to that. And I will be doing a funny story about that, a funny effed up story about that. I just haven't yet because I don't know. I'm a little bit shy about it. But anyway, it was just it. But there was more to it. It started off just being, oh, that chick's hot. I'm gonna go for that. And but then once we met and things started happening, I was like, no, I actually really like this girl, you know. And then one other line after that, it goes, I followed you into your light, fell deep inside the rest of your life. So basically, meaning, I felt into her, like I fell in love with her and wanted to stay with you forever. And then some parts talking about how built this thing up together and I fucked it up, and but it goes into more in the song. So please read the lyrics. My lyrics mean a lot to me. Um, so like I said, I drank and I was doing these things and I said I didn't do, which I did. I lied to her. So skipping down to the end, it goes. You made me your king. I almost lost my crown because of things we don't talk about. I almost left myself a lonely slave boy. So basically, she was one with me. We loved each other, and so she made me her king. I was her queen, or I was her king. She was my queen. I almost lost my crown because of things we don't talk about, mainly because I was just not telling her the truth, and because of it, I almost left myself a lonely slave boy. Meaning, I've always been her slave. I've always loved her. I kiss her feet to the end of the world because I love her that much, and I almost left myself alone being that person. And then one of the lines that's in here, I won't deceive you anymore. I won't, or sorry, but I won't deceive you anymore. I won't deceive you anymore. Meaning, I won't lie to you anymore. I fucked up because I lied. I won't lie to you anymore. So that's basically what it means. Just be honest because I love you that much. And so it was a really interesting thing to write. Just something stupid that happened because of one thing, but it was because of things that built up to it. And where'd you go? You went away. Oh well, it's okay. I got it right here too. Anyway, but yeah, this one's called Mr. Slaveboy. I wrote it in 1998, copywritten, just so you know. But I will, when I do write the lyrics down, I will put copyright in there anyway. But please check it out. Tell me what you think, and I will be doing more of these. And tell me what you think of the idea of me doing more of these instead of just the beer videos that I've been doing mostly of. Excuse me. And I'm trying to get more into the movie stuff, not just showing off my stuff in the background here that I've done multiple videos of. But and I still do enjoy doing that. But I will be getting more into the movies and talking about movies and rating movies and all that kind of stuff. And I do want to start doing some more commentary videos. I did one for Night of the Living Dead a few years ago. I just haven't had time to get back into that. Just, if I was a monetized guy and this was my job, then yeah, it'd be great. But it's not, unfortunately. But anyway, that being said, this was called Mr. Slaveboy, as I said, and read it, tell me what you think, and I guess, and talk about your poetry. And if you have a page where you're posting your songs, your poetry, a Facebook page right here on YouTube, you know, tell me where it is. Add the link or whatever. Anyway, Thanks for watching, and until the next one, bye.